Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. The game is firing up. We're going to get back into some Idle Champions. But a little later on the stream, we're going to play a game called Demio-X Dungeons & Dragons Battle Marked. Battle Marked. Oh no. Where is this going? I don't know. We'll say Celestians. All right. That was our Trial of Mount Tiamat ending. Let's address chat here real quick. In your base, welcome to the Grudge Keepers. Hello, Jugash, Manadelier, Sergeant, Sightglass, Prava Marco, Easy Kitty again, Therphoria, Star Chaser, I might say some people multiple times, Iria, Axiomatic Fables, Jeremiah, Quantum Merge, Haphazard Joker, CyBF, Aragol, J-Dog, Onguito Feo, Mangloid, hello, and yes. Today isn't technically, they do this a day in advance, but tomorrow is technically my affiliate anniversary, but thank you for wishing me happy affiliate anniversary. I had streamed on Twitch off and on for years and years and years until like the end of 2019. One of my contracts in doing community management and video games ended. I didn't have anything replacing it, so I was like, well, let me just start streaming a bit until I find work. And I did a couple test streams at the end of December, and then January 1st, I posted on at the end of December, I posted, hey, join me January 1st as I unlock Dragon Bait. This is how long ago this was. This is January 1st, 2020. And a bunch of, like over 100 people showed up on my very first stream. So I literally ended my stream and had an email that I had been made an affiliate. Because I had been around a long time and I had lots of followers, I had all the stuff. I just had never had a ton of viewers on one stream, and that was it. That was, geez. Tomorrow, that will be 6 years ago. 6 years? Hello, Sightglass. Hello, Traylon. Monkey Ball. Hello, XFVW. Sergeant's 20 steps across the quad.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself.
Oh God, that's a good line. Dumb and Dumber, so good. They were the original D&D. Wait, no, not true. Sergeant's 20 steps across the quad. Hello, Mishkal. Hello, I am Batman. Hey, Aiden. So that's what that does. It does. Yes. Keys up. A really, really good scene from Dumb and Dumber. I wish it had the full thing. I wish it had him pulling up on that little bike and doing the whole explanation, so that the context was there. But it's good. It's good. It's good stuff. All right. So what are we doing today? Today, oh hey, we were going to talk about trials. Look, I did the trials. They're not even. I'm going to claim my rewards. Here it is. Underground Explode a Volcano. I completed it. I was the top DPS. Yay me. I got 6,374 scales as a reward. Along with the Worm Speaker Jarlaxle skin, which was the first reward for doing Volcano, and a Bahamut chest, which is like, whatever. I mean, we're going to open this and we're going to cross our fingers that we get a vial of Tiamat's blood. Because that's how you can do the next tier. Sarvato, welcome to the Grudge Keeper. Reektor, thank you. And hello. All right, so we're going to claim this. Now we can immediately go look. Is there another? This is normal. We don't want normal. We want the next one. So we want heroic. Heroic. Yeah. Start the campaign when the party's ready. I need to go see if I need to open something to see if I have a prismatic blood vial from some giveaway. Probably the meta giveaway. But I'm not gonna use that. We'll go unless I have to. All right, we'll get into something. Where we were going to Zerixis. We did one run here. We got E11 gold, well, E10 gold, and then I just converted in. But we needed a deep run. This one had armored in it, so it wasn't going to be our deep favor run. But this one doesn't have armored. So evacuation water deep. We're going to go deep. We're going to go water deep. We're going to go water deep, yes. So we're going to do a deep run for favor here. We'll see what that even looks like nowadays. Wait, why is this not popping up? I have the familiars. It's doing it again. Doing it again. Okay. Well, maybe I put a bunch in the background. I might have. Okay, so this is where I'll use the ones that last forever. And we will race along. And don't have to worry about running out of steam, as it were, while we're going. We should probably put Hank in and see if he's got any more time gate pieces. You got any more of those time gate pieces? We'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, you go there. You go there. You go there. There we go. There we go. Music, please. Music from the maestro. All right. Leonov, thank you. M. Vulcan, thank you. Yang, thank you. So yeah, it was an interesting time to start streaming. Considering 3 months later we went on lockdown, right? And then CNE games blew up, like started doing not blew up, but they started just streaming all the time. Like they basically changed their marketing plan from going to conventions to, oh, we're streaming now. We're streaming all the time now. Which is how I ended up streaming over there. The original show was not the tutorial show. It was Star Wars Guide to Everything in Idle Champions, which was originally Friday afternoons. That was the end of the week stream. It was the Friday afternoon stream. And then we added the tutorial show Saturday mornings. And then the Friday stream moved to Thursday. It changes. Changes. And then it went away. Oh, look. Hey, defeat Tiamat in a trial amount Tiamat. Forge a legendary item. Hey, why didn't we get this earlier? We forged one a long time ago. But now we got 4,000 more scales? Sure. Great. We'll take it. We'll take it. Hey, Delcoon. Oh, let me turn on the... I apologize, folks. I forgot to turn on the code. It was on the screen. I just forgot to put it into the bot. There. I typed it over. There it is. There you go. Delcoon, 55 steps across the quad. That's 50 across and 5 back. Quad is 50 steps wide. 50 steps wide. Thank you, 2X Noodle. Thank you, Intrepid Idiot. So yeah, so we're going to do this today. Again, we're going to play a little Battle Mark later. And along the way, we're going to be giving away codes for Steam games. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that should be pretty guaranteed. And then one that's, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. So, we'll see. We'll see. Trailer, I'm craving pizza and root beer, but I've been trying not to, I don't know, I'm trying to be overly safe about my mouth and not, they were like, carbonated beverage you should stay away from for like 24 hours. And I'm like, I'm just not going to drink that for a while. I had a little bit on Saturday, but I haven't been having my daily root beer. And they were also like, stay away from hot foods. And like, I mean, look, pizza. I mean, I like cold pizza, don't get me wrong, but if I'm going to make and or order pizza, it's going to be hot, right? It's going to be hot. Speaking of food, I've got a pudding cup. not drinking root beer, but I'm gonna eat pudding. What if my steps aren't as long as someone else's? That's not how the internet works. Do we want for each evil? No, we're gonna go for this one. All right, we're up to 43,000 gems. We're aiming for 50,000.
7 days a week. Wet ass lizard. Make that lizard gate weak.
Delku, thank you for the bits. Much appreciated. I always need a good lizard on Wednesdays. All right. We're still chasing greens on Blushi, and we didn't get it. Let's open the Gloria Bahamut chest. So this is a Gloria Bahamut chest. There's going to be like 4 scrolls, and then 4 scroll cards, and then 1 vial card. And this is what you're always hoping for: lots of blood of Tiamat in the current incarnation of Trials of Mount Tiamat. Pudding with fork? No, I got a spoon. I do eat, like, if I'm eating like ice cream out of like a little container, you know, like the little pints of ice cream, I use a fork for that. It started in college and it just made sense. It continues to make sense because usually I'm eating something that's like chunky, like Ben and Jerry's New York Super Fudge chunk. Spoons don't work for that. So I just tend to now just do it on all of this. Cyclast, do the idle devs intend to make speed champs work on background? But probably not. Yeah. People have been asking for that forever, and it's just never been a priority for them. Like when they reworked background progress, it was supposed to, one of the reasons they said they were reworking it was so that they could make all the abilities work in the background. That was one of the goals, and then just never did. So got Blushi yesterday? I did. Yeah. Boom. Blushi. And now we're working our way to attempt Commodore Crux. We're on day 25, folks, of this account. A vial card. Yes, it is a vial card when it's not there. 5 flames. Throw those cards away, Craven. Thanks, Donovan. There we go. Oh. How far off Crux? I mean, we just started. I don't even know. This is the second adventure in Light of Xerxes. We're doing our deep favorite. So I don't even remember how many adventure nodes he's in. He is, so I'd have to look it up. I'm gonna get Moobot up for giveaways. For a bit. Thank you, Mitchpin. Am I still a Karlach main? Absolutely. 8 adventures in 1 variant? Okay. Good to know. A Charlotte, I'm going to say that's probably a happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you. I'm hoping. Is there a code today? Yeah. It's on the screen. You can also do exclamation point code. Yeah, so you use Dark Urge. I mean, look, here's the thing. Karlach smashes right out of the box. You don't have to develop her at all. You don't have to stack up any, like, you don't have to get permanent stacks. You don't have to get gear. Like, Karlach just smash. Everything else is nice, as you can see. But yeah, she just does her job, and she does it well. Dark Urge, you know, he's needy. He's needy. He's very needy. Not as needy as some champions, but he's needy. Well, a lot of people go hard on those stacks, and there is a bonus there. And honestly, to make the Dark Urge out DPS Karlach, you gotta hit it from all angles. He needs as much help as he can get, because frankly, she just smashes him right out the gate. So, you know, Dark Urge's strength is that the Dark Urge is flexible. They can go everywhere. But that doesn't mean that their supports that, you know, doesn't mean they have supports that go everywhere with them. So, yeah. Zerial Adventures and a billion stacks on Dark Urge aren't going to save them. I mean, doesn't. You know, you don't even have to. Yeah, Karlach can get the Zerial stuff and stack even more. Her stacking mechanic is better than the Dark Urge is. But I don't even. I mean, we barely have any. We barely have any stacks, and we only just got. Okay, what are we at? We're at 6 stacks. It's a 300% buff. Who cares, right? You know, it's easier in the beginning to stack up the Dark Urge. Doesn't mean that it stacks as well. You know, but it's easier. All right, mixing up my pudding cup. It's gotta be all nice and creamy and smooth. All right, Hank, what do you got? Where's that? Here. So we got one. It's up to 74. We're at 73, so he could scavenge us another one. That's kind of why I put him in, to see if he could scavenge for us. We got, you know, almost everything that he was going to give us. You shouldn't be in here. You're supposed to be in here. What am I doing? Speaking of scavengers. Where's yours at? Oh no, we're still at 324? That doesn't seem right. Oh well. I swear we were at 324 like days and days ago. That doesn't. That just ain't right. Cyclist says they got lucky because newsletter codes work forever, and so when they returned to the game, they had 156 chests to catch up on. You know, well, that'll do it. Dan says can't get Karlach to out DPS Makos. I mean, you know, there's no way that I can actually go into figuring out what's going on there, because I don't. Your account is your account. But it sounds like it's just the way you're building the formation, or not, or if you're not hitting her ultimate and letting it stack up to 100 rage stack. That's the thing. Early on, she doesn't have like she has ramping power. So like a lot of times I will use her like this with Lae'zel, and Lae'zel will be the DPS early on, like she just was when we hovered over here. But then if we're taking more than just a quick second to kill something, then suddenly Karlach will start to come online. Oh, I don't think Siglass, I don't think they're gonna give more Ceramorphosis feats out, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. But it's definitely not gonna be to like, I don't imagine it being to major champions who are already big. You know, there's got to be trade-offs in the game. It's the same reason they have yet to do everybody kept asking for a human glitch feat for the Dark Urge, and it's like, but the second they do that, then the Dark Urge basically becomes the only DPS you need, and they take over Artemis's square hole, you know, position, and And they're, you know, they don't want to do that again. They don't want to do that again. That's a problem. That's bad game design. Makos with Nox on completed. Look, you're setting up a scenario. Yeah. You're giving Makos Sergeant Nox, which is what makes Makos super strong, and a completed sword coast. I mean, of course, you can create any scenario you want to make someone. I mean, I can tell you that Artemis is the weakest DPS in the game and prove it by putting him in building a formation for him with no gear and a formation for Karlach with no gear, and Karlach will smash. But that's not really. But that's being a little disingenuous, right? Like, I clarify my statements, like Karlach will go in and smash. Just straight up, that's going to be a stronger DPS. Now, you can build a formation around it to make someone else better. If you're not attempting to do the same for Karlach, then you're being a bit disingenuous, right? How many quantum mass? How many should I get before I'm using too many gems that I could be using? Oh, how many familiars? Just finished with the party 3, leveling up to core for automation, but only have 6 familiars. I think you're fine. I don't know. I mean, I think the issue with you only having 6 familiars is that you haven't done any patron stuff yet, like the patron stuff we just did in Avernus. Because, you know, we picked up 4 familiars from that. So I think maybe just, if you want familiars or to automate something in the background, you need to do different stuff, right? It isn't necessarily about gems. All right. Yeah. So it isn't necessarily about saving up gems. I mean, like right now, so if I go over in here and look, you can see my decision-making process. My next gem familiar is 30,000 gems, but I have enough, but I'm not getting it because I'm going to get a gem feat for Eliwick that's going to allow me to earn gems faster, which then means I could get this the next time I want to save up gems. I could even get this at some point, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get all the 50k gem feats first, because right now I'm fine on familiars. But if I wasn't, I could stop, because here's the thing. It's like, why make these purchases when I could purchase something that's going to earn me gems faster, which means it'll make these easier in the future. Like that's my thought process. That's what I'm shooting towards. So I don't want to save up until I'm earning gems more efficiently, right? Yeah. How many gem feats are there? Hundreds. Hold on. Feats. Gem feats. 987 is what it says. 466 from chests, from gold chests, 987 from gems, 34 from patrons, 71 from events, 35. This must be like, I don't know what that is, honestly. A third? I don't know. Oh, maybe like, well, we don't have that many capstone adventures. Jodan, thank you. Yeah, no, Dark Urge can't currently do what Artemis can do. Yeah. Even with the best possible formation, with tadpoles and everything, and lots of stacks, the Dark Urge can't match Artemis currently. But so what happens if he gets the reason I mentioned the human feat is because then you could put the Dark Urge with Will, then suddenly you're getting Will's power on the Dark Urge, which he can't currently cap, is my understanding. I don't mess with I don't mess with that stuff, but I listen to the people that do. So, yeah. Didn't know you get from familiar from patrons. Yeah, one from each of them. One from each. Thank you, Brutality. Yeah, unfortunately, King of Shadows is a better DPS in an Absolute Adversaries formation than the Dark Urges. But that's the thing. I mean, Absolute Adversaries are not designed necessarily to work together. You can mix and match some and stuff, and you can build around it, but ultimately, they're not one of those. Well, you want to use all of us affiliations. There are affiliations like that, but that's not one of them. I mean, in your base, Dark Urge is fine. It's just you have to understand. You can play this game with whatever champion you want. I'm not saying you shouldn't. What I'm saying is, we're kind of having a discussion about how some people are like, well, I use this one or that one, and it's just, you have to understand the trade-off. Like, you're making a trade-off. Whoever you're choosing, there's some kind of trade-off. As long as you understand the trade-off, be whatever main you want to be. It's just there are people in this community who like to throw out absolutes, like this is the only thing you should use, or this is always better than this, and it's like, it's not how the game works. Yeah. And yeah, when we're talking about like the power of champions, we're not talking about doing all the variants. You can do all the variants with the vast majority of DPS in the game, probably. The ones that they're allowed to do. We're talking about just overall, like, power. Like, what kind of bud can you set? And what I was saying is basically Carlock comes into the game and doesn't need anything. You can just go out and deliver damage. That makes her, in my opinion, the best starting DPS in the game. Doesn't mean that's how you have to play it. Later on in the game, as you get to different other people's like power curves, you get into their power curve, they can surpass her. Absolutely. Never said that doesn't happen. I've been very clear about that. But you got to know where you're at and what you're trying to do. Okay, we are running out of damage. We need to swap. Swap some things around. And I don't know that everybody's got buffs that are doing what they need to do just yet. Probably gonna go Dragon Bait because of the stretched out formation. Alright, let's see. Then we put them there, and we put them there. And now King of Shadows is in their happy place because they're damaging like 4 people at once. Yeah. And we'll see how that goes. I have to set a pudding cup somewhere with the spoon in it, or it's got to be leaning against something, or else it falls over. Kind of lost because I can do all the content, but there's way too much for a beginner because my account is from Artemis event, but I left for a bit. Yeah, you kind of just got to figure out what you want to work towards next, and then just start working towards it. There isn't. You know, I don't know exactly where you're at, but like I'm working on this account. We're still trying to figure out, piece together kind of what the early game even looks like anymore, but I'm out of the early game now. I'm into the mid game, and it's like I said, whoa, like as quick as we did everything, it's wild. Like less than 30 days. And we're doing stuff that used to take months. So yeah, I mean, you just kind of got to pick a path. I mean, that's what I'm doing. What do we need? We need, what are we doing with this bot? E15. Got a Hank. What's our Esmeralda up to nowadays? We haven't built a pushing formation here before, so we need to see what's going on. So we got like an E9-ish training montage. Man. We got the power of debuffs going on. Let's see what Cathris is throwing down. Oh, this is going to be real bad because he's in the... He'd have to go up here. We'd have to move this back. But yeah, the game's currently in a place where there's just... It's a little overwhelming. Oh, actually, it's a lot overwhelming. Which is something they said they never wanted the game to be, but here we are. E17! Alright, yeah, this is where we are. This is where we live now. Cathris with a green, with a green item. Level 6 Cathris, out buffing our level 18 Hank, and it definitely would be out buffing our level 174 Gale, because Hank was already out buffing Gale. This game sometimes. This game sometimes. Ugh, frustrations. Okay. So, who else would I consider swapping? BBG could come out at some point. Where are we at here? E15s is not bad. E15s is not bad. We'll look at what Halson does. E13s, 8 harmony stacks too. Wow. Huh. Man, if we could just get to 9, it'd probably be the better buff. I'm gonna leave him for a second while I consider who else. Oh, I mean, obviously we want to get. Oh no. Oh no. We can't. We're using Dragon Bait as a tank. Can't bring in Strongheart. So we really want the Strongheart Duke Raven Guard combo, but we can try out Tess. Or let's say Shandy. What's Shandy doing? E10, Agile Allies. And an E8 explosive arrow. It's not bad. Let's see what we're doing here. E23. Okay. This is a test group now. And did that give us the 9 we wanted? No, it's still 8 harmony stats. Yeah, alright. I think this is probably what we're doing. I mean, it's pretty good. We're doing pretty good with it. Alright. Thank you, Xenobite. It's my favorite way to do a background patron farm, like this. I'm just doing a free play to get some challenge currency, like get some free, and a trickle of gems. That's it. When it comes to variants, we just did a little mini patron grind in Avernus. There's like a half a dozen variants there that I really like, that are just super easy and give not only a good chunk of influence, but a lot of currency. So that's why we're sitting at a decent influence in currency, even though I've only done like 8, 9, 8, 6. Like, you know, we've still got a good range of influence and a good amount of currency for the moment. And I won't do any more until we get to, like, I think there's a batch of, there's 3 in Icewind Dale that would be next up with our current power level. Yeah. But I do that stuff actively. In the background, I just passively get some stuff. Anybody says, I feel you, I'm in the same boat. Just going to take some time to learn the intricacies of the relationships between the characters. Yeah, it's over 150 champions in the game. 157. That's a lot going on. Hey, Dan Silver. It is technically tomorrow, yes, but they always start it a day early. Thank you, Thor, out first. Thank you, Ethel. You get rid of King of Shadows for... No, I want a tank frontline at the moment, so... Because we're still on kind of... I mean, I know we just soft capped, but this was an E11 favor base to start with, so it's not like we started with a lot of favor. Thank you, Shavik. Well, look, talking about tail stuff. Look, when it comes to patron variants, can you do them for influence? Yes. Should you? They're not easy. If you want to work like that, if you want to work hard at your patron variants, you go right on and work hard. I'm not going to tell you that you can't do that, but the patron variants I do are easy. So. Placement for Tao. Okay. There we go. I'm still not used to placing Taz. I have an additional familiar for Eliwick. She apparently works in the background. No, but I could swap. Well, here's the thing. I don't want. Normally, I would be using Eliwick on a run up to stuff, and we just didn't today. This is kind of a permanent set. I don't really want to like swap Eliwick in and out all the time. But we're out first. 7 steps across the quad. Wait, why? Suck eggs? Is this an English thing? Is sucking eggs an English phrase? Is this a common English phrase? I don't understand. Like from England? What are we up to? We're up to E25 favors so far. We're gonna call this. Forgot to save stuff. Oh, we're just gonna call it pushing. And we're gonna drop back. And we're gonna build gold find. Hey, look, Cathris can come back in because he's gold find as well. Regis. Mahan. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love having finally picked up gold find people. Egbert. You're probably going in for Jarlaxle. You're probably going in for Jarlaxle. You can do Aliwick. And Baldric. Oh my god. Okay. I think I threw that out, but it's fine. Okay, gold find. We gotta play a little mini game with our friend Mahan here. None of these matter. Fu7 Uru, welcome to the Grudge Keeper. Okay. So gold. Yeah, that's fine. I'll add Grumpy. With Mahan for gold find, you build Grumpy stacks. Now that sounds weird because Gruff is the thing, but okay. Adjacent to we have Freed and Havilarn here. There's two champions in the columns behind him. Okay, so we want to move him up. Okay, that gets us another stack. Adjacent champs with an average base attack cooldown of 5 seconds or less. Ah, really? What do we got? We got a lot of 3.8. Valentine is 7. That's a big problem. Okay. Man, this is also a problem because moving her is 3. That's not. Oh no. Yeah, I screwed this up. Okay. Maybe we put her back here. Just move my hen up here. This doesn't. Dang it. All right. Well, anyway. Did we get that? Nope. At least 3 champions in the column in front of him. There we go. She has an average base. We were trying to do that, and I think maybe 6.4. No. 5. No. What's Baldric's at? 475. We probably just can't do that right now. We'll see. Just to at least 2 Tiefling or Dragonborn. I mean, we could do this, but I don't think we have another Tiefling or Dragonborn. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. All right, just gotta get the best you can get. At least one other Tiefling or Dragonborn in his column. That. Yeah, well, we could do it like this. Sure. So that gives me 6 stacks, and down here that gives me an EO 6 gold. So that was all for EO 6 gold, but it's worth it. Multiplicatively stacking, so it's worth it. You want those stacks. Mahan's great for that. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. And then we do this. Hitch and Jarlax, or Hitch and Dritz. Hitch and Dritz are just here to feed Jarlaxle. Clear. No other reason. And we're going to give her the faster tempo. Hopes that she draws some moon cards. And then for Baldric, we go bargain with Timora, which is the gold find one. Second one, you just don't want to do the dark bargain here because it screws up a lot of stuff. So just put it somewhere else. I'm not gold farming now. No, I'm building my gold farm team. This is a dirty gold farm. That's what I'm building. With 2 R's. With 2 R's. Christina Aguilera style. All right. Gold farming. Okay, so the way this works is I've built this. Oh, we got two moons. That's fine. I built this out so that I can get the largest number possible up here at the top left. I'm at E34% gold find. Now, comparatively, my pushing team was at E15% gold find, right? Now, this team has no damage whatsoever, but it doesn't need to because this team has damage. So this team's going to set Bud, and we're going to kill with Fire Breath potions, and then we're just going to hot swap this team in and soak up free gold. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. And it's dirty. It's dirty. Yeah, it is. It's real dirty. I feel filthy when I do this, but compared to the work that goes into so many other types of gold farming, this one feels dirty. It's so easy. I'm gonna get Carlock up to 100 rage stacks. That's gonna be her kind of damage max. We're gonna get her up to damage max for her. And that will then have us at 239 for our Bud. We move forward. I swap. And we were at E25 gold, or E25 favor before this. And look, see, we're pushing forward even just with that team, right? Because the Fire Breath was killing everything. Now we're at E30. We went up 5 orders of magnitude just with a couple areas of soaking up a little bit of gold. That's dirty gold farming. That's why I like to use it. It's that easy. Once you get that, you just save the teams and set them up, and then you're good. Glass, is there a setup for Hank time gate piece farming, or does he just leave and forget? You just put him in and run with him. Yeah, he's just got to be in the formation. Time to explain what a grudge keeper is? Oh, I mean, that's just the community name. Garwar Grudge Keeper is my dwarf character that I play in D&D stuff, so this is Garwar's stream, and everybody in the stream, everybody that follows is a Grudge Keeper. That's straightforward. I mean, there's like D&D lore about what a Grudge Keeper is, but man, that's different. I mean, it's not different, but well, it is different. Well, I didn't want to bring Havilar in because I was using, I mean, we could try it. I was trying to use Eliwick for Goldfine, but at this point, with a low Eliwick, Havilar's stuff might make Mahens better. But no, you don't, and you don't go farm in the first area. I just go back and I build my formation on the first area. Oops, we died. Yeah, I mean, we're in the E240s. I mean, this isn't bad. Oh, I didn't get any blessings for this place. Oh, this is why. They're expensive. They're expensive. Yeah, look at that. There's our blessings from our first run. Gee. I know I should have saved the speed team as well, but it's fine. If I could design a D&D rule book or an official product, what kind of cool cover art would I want? I mean, clearly it would have dwarves on it. I think that would be obvious. Yeah, I don't think I have it over here. I have like the old school, like dwarf book, like D&D. You know, hold on, let me go get it. Okay, so I have these. Like, here's the AD&D Forgotten Realms, Dwarves Deep, by Ed Greenwood, and then we have the AD&D Complete Book of Dwarves. So I would probably do, you know, I would do something that's dwarves, right? The thing is like, you know, I don't know. Garwar is a dwarf from my homebrew world, which is technically something that I set in the Forgotten Realms, but it's a different place with different rules, different dwarves. They have a different. They're slightly different than everything else, so it wouldn't be like normal dwarves. It would be different dwarves. But yeah, it'd be something like that. If I were ever to make like a D&D book, I would want to make my, you know, my homebrew worlds book, and yeah, it would be dwarves on the. It might. Well, I don't know that it would be dwarves on the cover, but you know, if I could only make one, I would make one about the dwarves of that world. Whereas if I were making one like a campaign book, it would have a very different art on the cover. Thank you, Kid Stealth. Thank you, Black Widow. Gar would write the Dwarven Pirate Kingdom. I mean, those are two different. I mean, I guarantee there are pirate dwarves in my homebrew world, but the pirates are the pirates in my homebrew world are very diverse. They come from all races, genders, all species, genders, etc. All the blends, like it's, yeah. So, you know, could there potentially be a dwarven pirate, you know, full dwarven pirate ship and crew? Of course, but that's not. Oddly enough, that's not the one I would write a book about. Yeah, D&D dwarves tend to, like, the traditional D&D dwarves are fall into the whole all dwarves are Scottish trope, and mine don't. Mine don't. I don't know why I'm still going. We made it to E30, and that's fine. I was just curious where we could get. So this is fine. Do I need to do anything before I close this? Yes, I do. Come on. Hold on. I just realized we have new champions, 1295. Need to go over the cap to get their fourth feat. Let's take a moment and do that. There we go. I think it's her and Mahan, I believe. Well, you wouldn't use stone, they use metal. Then you would take some inspiration, like in that sense, I would take inspiration from Warhammer, and they have dwarven pirates, and it's just their metal ships. They're pretty cool. Did we do hers? We did. Okay. More than anything, did we do Egbert's? No. Okay. There we go. Mr. McDerp over here. Egbert McDerp at your service. Derp, 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 derp. The worst passport photo. Patron variants, so you need to clear the variant on normal to unlock them. Yes. Patron variants are basically all the regular variants you did, just more in a more challenging way, because you're getting the patron restriction alongside whatever restriction was initially there, and you have to go to a higher area goal. So, yeah. Did we do King of Shadows? We did. Okay. Anyone else new there? No. Kazran's in the background party. You know what? Kazran's come into the foreground party because I don't know if we did her or not. We did not. Oh, we haven't done anything for her. Leagues of Volta? I don't know what that is. Okay, that should be fine. Oh, Dragonbait himself. No, we didn't get Dragonbait over. I'm like, wait, we also got Dragonbait recently. Oh no. Oh, we did. It just didn't trigger. I was like, oh no, it didn't work. 2280. Do I have the gold to get in there? Awesome. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. We're out of here. All right. So now we have E30 gold here. We've done all there is here. It opened up the astral plane. We come over here. We in space now. And now is where I need to actually build the feed formation and save it because I forgot. Oh, did we get? I don't know if we got Hank's thing yet or not. What? Oh, it's the event favor. I was like, what is this? Event favor. Okay. That was good timing. Forgot we never converted our event favor. Which is fine. That was actually good timing. I didn't really care for it anywhere else, so. No, we want you back there. Shindy. There. You go there. You go there. Eliwick comes in. And you come in. And this is going to be dark. Okay. How far are we going? Would you go away, please? 300. I don't have any potions. But I have reagents. Alright. More of an approach. I just think they would use metal over concrete, personally. Yeah. Chopping down for no, see that's no. I think they'd just forge metal ships. They're already, fantastic workers of metal. There's no reason they wouldn't then just see that as a challenge. Get this all leveled up. Then we're going to do a giveaway, folks. Then we're going to do a giveaway. Last giveaways of the year. It's that day, folks. We get to make those kind of bad jokes today. It's the last giveaways of the year. Okay. What do we got here? No, that's not what I wanted. Just want this. Yes. Is that really what we're giving away? I mean, that's the name says. Okay. Is that? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Cool. All right, folks, the way this works, oh, I guess the giveaway is open, but hashtag giveaway. This is for Steam only. Steam, the platform. The game is called Regions of Ruin. It is a side-scrolling RPG. Side-scrolling RPG. Here is the link to the game if you want to see what it looks like first. Here we go. Regions of Ruin is a 2D pixel side-scrolling RPG with town building, where you explore, fight, and build into an open world that progressively challenges you and your settlement and threatens the extinction of the dwarven race. There you go. Regions of Ruin. Very positive ratings overall. Did come out like way back in 2018. Developed by Game Claw Studio, publisher Raw Fury. That interests you. Go for it. Man, it only needs like 500 megs of RAM. Where's Lurking Rider? This is right up his alley. The potato would run this. You do have to be present to win. You do have to type stuff to win. You do need to be able to... If you win, you are going to have to make sure that you can receive whispers, because otherwise I can't send you the code. That kind of stuff. Gar's Guide to Giveaways. When? Nope. We have been the community has been kind enough to donate. People in the community have donated codes from like bundles, charity bundles and things. And so we just give them away over the holidays. Requiem says, a phone to ran unlock video from a while back and made it to area 900. Okay. Any general advice on where to focus to boost the power of the neutral good team? I don't know what your neutral good team is, so I invest in item levels, get some legendaries on them, like that kind of stuff. That's how you get, like, I don't know how far off you are from finishing either, so legendaries are going to be legendaries. Putting legendaries on those champions and then leveling those legendaries up is the easiest way to put power. May take a little while, but yeah. After this stream, Gar's on vacation until next year? Yes. No more streams until next year after this stream. I saw a streamer play this or something similar. We've played side-scrolling games like this. We've played at least one side-scrolling game like this on this stream, but not this one. Just not this one. Okay, well, how's our gems? 45,000. So churning through the adventures here in Light of Xerxes should get us to the 50,000 goal, which will be nice. Okay, so then I come over here and I save, load that in, and then we have that from the start from now on. See if we can get Blueshy's greens. I'm not buying silver chests. I'm only looting silver chests. There's one. I think we need one more. And I think that's it. I think Blueshy's green now. Oh, okay. Yes. Now I can open up her named chest. There's one. Two. Three. All right. She'll get the rest of her. She'll get her last blue with our first gold chest, regular gold chest. Did I put my code in today? I did not. What an interesting code today. I just noticed. Egos came. Yang. What? What? Okay. Having done the Mad God, I noticed that the gem shop now wants me to sell me scrolls and stuff for trials. Are those worth it? No. No. The scrolls have always been garbage. The vials, I mean, you'll get your own. You don't need to buy them. Yeah. don't worry about any of that stuff. All right, where were we at on Hank? Hank is we're up to almost, we're 2,950 scale scavenged out of 77,300. He's got some. Hey, we got our time gate piece, so we should be at 5 now. We are. Now we can swap Hank out for Esmeralda. And we can go a little faster now because of extra hit-based credits. Hit-based and armored. Hold on, I want to just save this before. There we go. Okay, now we can complete. Thanathar! I can't do that. Thanathar. There's the lisp. I can't do the lisp thing that P. Walters does. Oh. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, you weren't supposed to be in. You were. There we go. How far are we going? 350. All right. I'm gonna need to get more potions. Probably. Yep. Yep. Well, my trial's not sure what to do with it. You do it. We did it on the stream 7 days ago. We did day 1 7 days ago. So go back to day 18, I think, and in the VODs. They're up on my YouTube now too. That one should be anyway. But I do have written guides for that as well. Game is it now? This is Regions of Ruin. Hold on, we're gonna give it away. Give it away now. I'm gonna lock the entrance. Just want to get these leveled up. And then we'll do the drawing. 46,000 gems now. All right. Do I need a free part? You do it actively. So you do it in your active part. Okay, locking it down. Locked and loaded. Boom. Azadi 99. Azadi 99. You have won. Put exclamation point claim in chat. And then I will whisper you the code. Awesome. Get that to you. There you go. You know that you got it. I will mark it off. We will move on to the next giveaway. Ethel, it's up to you. You can either join a campaign and do it with other people, or you can do it on your own. The first tier 1, like the normal level, is doable on your own, and can get you a couple achievements that normally you wouldn't get right away. Yeah. You're welcome. All right, marking that one off. Reset patron favor. It's influence, not favor. Number one, but seems you really can't change the end result too much. I mean, you can. It just kind of depends on where you're at in terms of your overall progression. It can be slightly better, like going local versus global. It just depends. Yeah. It just depends. At a certain point, it starts to even out. But yeah. I wonder if Regions of Ruin has any relics in it. Asking for a friend. Is that friend Aaron M. Evans? Aaron of 1,000 Evans? All right. So next up, next giveaway. Hold on. It's not available yet. Going to be for a game called Tales Noir. Tales Noir. Tails Noir. Which the short description was point and click adventure, but here's the bigger description. Tales Noir is a post-noir narrative adventure. Become Raccoon Private Eye Howard Lotor and explore dystopian Vancouver, inhabited by animals, as you uncover a deeply personal story of change and transformation. Mixed reviews. Overall, developers Eggnut, publishers Raw Fury. About this game. You're not special. You're not a hero. Thanks. I didn't. Can you stop talking about me that way? There is no choice. We change, but we change nothing. Oh, God. So it's a life sim. That's what I'm hearing. It's a life sim. So hashtag a giveaway. That giveaway is open. Wow. Welcome to Canada. Oh, jeez. Because the different tiers unlock at certain influence levels? No. I was like, is that true? No. They unlock based off the number of perks you've purchased, and those perks could be different costs. This is a really strange system. It's just, there's a certain point where it normalizes like around tier 5, because originally there were just 5 tiers, like blessings, and then they started tacking on more, and then things got real weird at that point. So there's a certain point where it normalizes, and you just, the same amount of influence is going to get you here, and then suddenly things start getting real strange after that. Real strange. Quantum says, my Elevate currently has 5 gem cards. Nice. Total gem drop on is 87.7. Yes. Item is 120 on the blue item and there's slot 2 item. How high can her gem bonus go if she were maxed out? 100% per card. That's what you're shooting for, is so that when you're down here and this card count says 3, it says 300%. So the gem card can max out at 100% per card, which is, with 5 cards, is 6x gems. The other bonuses, like Gold Find from the Moon cards or the buff from the Night cards, don't have a cap. So it's okay to take her above whatever her item level cap, with lots of item levels on her eventually, but to start, you just want to get her to 100%. Per card. I tell Roz about this game, yeah? Tales Noir. Oh, I've never heard of that one before. All right. Ooh. Kind of the same thing, but it's not the same. Not the same. I mean, it's... buying a certain amount of perks versus just having a certain amount of influence is the way that comes across. And those aren't the same. Does it unlock at a certain? Well, I don't even know that it unlocks at a specific set amount. Like I said, like some perks cost less than others, but all it's tracking is the number that you purchase, it's not tracking the amount of influence you spent. So I get that it's close. I get that, for all intents and, but it's not the same thing. And this game has so many little nuances that I don't feel comfortable like saying to somebody, oh, it's just based on the amount of influence you have, because that's not really what it is. I get attacked by people who, when I don't say the exact correct thing, if you cannot tell. So So yeah, I'm gonna point out the distinctions, because otherwise someone will go into the official Discord and quote me and say this is why nobody should listen to Garowar. That yes, that is the thing that has happened. I don't know why I live rent free in their minds. They can just all get a new hobby. It doesn't involve me. And then I could enjoy the official Discord. I haven't been in there. I stay out. I go to the combinations channel and the well, I guess now I'm in a well, the combinations channel announcements, giveaways. I stick to that kind of stuff. Is it always Torm's favor for forging? No. It can be any of the campaigns up to Lyda Xerxes. So it can be Grand Tour, Tomb, Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Wildman, the Witchlight, or Light of Xerxes. Can't be Tales. It's nothing after Light of Xerxes, is my understanding. I don't think it can be Tales. I think it's up to Light of Xerxes, and then I think they stopped having it be based off any of the others. But I don't. Yeah, I don't know that if we go over here. Celeborn, Tiamat, Torm. What's the other one? Coralon. Torm. Helm. Celeborn. Yeah, I mean, I would have thought one of these would have fallen on Tails if it was possible. I think we're going to put another one here. Boom. Tiamat. And seems like it needs to be a favor you have unlocked. Yes. Yeah. But that's not really. There are some people who are like, don't push. Like there are people who've said in the past, that means you shouldn't go very far. You should just stay in the lower campaigns and make it just be out of the easy one. It's like, just play the freaking game. Just play the game. That means you should just play the game. All right, we got a drawing to give away though. Was it drawing to give away? A winner to draw from the giveaway. God. I need to just make a couple of these instead of doing it every single time. What are we up to? 48,000 gems. We're getting there, folks. The idea is to get the plan. Is to buy this 50,000 gem feet, 50,000 gem feet. Basically guarantees that Eliwick will always have one gem card in her hand, and that guarantee boosts our overall gems all time. Hydrate and stretch. Reforging and upgrading. Do they change the slot's basic buff or only add to it? Reforging changes the buff. Upgrading increases the power of the buff. It doubles the power of the buff. Reforging doesn't guarantee a change. Reforging will re-roll the d6. Functionally, if you've already done all of the buffs, all 6 of the buffs somewhere, and then you go to reforge one, it will just re-roll the d6 and you can end up with the same ability buff that you just had. If you haven't yet, if you've only like put one legendary on someone and then reforge, well, that was a waste. You shouldn't do that. You should always just add until you get it because of the cost of reforging. But if you were to do that, it would go through the list. Like it would randomly come from the list. But you shouldn't reforge, honestly. Like I think generally speaking, reforging is a late game thing. Mid game, you're just trying to get the legendaries on everybody and level them up. Because when you reforge, you keep, even if you reforge, you keep the level you've leveled up. You just switch the buff. I understand. I get to area 100 in trials, and then I continue to E160. Well, E187 for the buff. 187 is where I tell people to shoot for. You can be a little below, a little above, and you're fine, but 187 is, yeah, if you're going to solo your normal trials. You just don't want to be too low, basically. All right, let's do the drawing. Locking it down. We are locked and loaded. I'm denying this winner. Well, am I? Hold on. Delcoon, you gave me the codes. Was this not one of your codes? Because it says you won, but you gave me some of the codes. Was this one of Bayushi Akira's codes? And you want this game? If you want this game, you can have the game. It's a Bayushi code. Okay, okay. Oh, I've been denied. Well, no, look, I gave it to you. Look, hold on. I'm just going to whisper you. It's fine. You won. Because I denied it, and then I was like, that's silly. Because I didn't mark down who did what code. Okay. That's hilarious. Hey, this is wonderful, though. All right, here we go. Tails Noir. There you go. There's your code. I was so confused. What do you get from the achievement for soloing a trial over 7 days? 1% DPI. Is it 5%? No. Yeah. It's just you get them out of the way because they're really impossible to they're really almost impossible to do later. All right, enjoy your game, Delcoon. Did you get it? Did you get the DM, the whisper? I will mark it off. That was funny. Eerie Rot, welcome to the Grudge Keepers. Thank you, Lightning Hawk. 7-day achievement is easy. Just find a really bad random putt. But again, that's not always easy. I've never had one. Whenever I've done these, it's all been good. I get that there are bad groups that people end up in. I've just never had one. Okay, I was so confused, Delco. Okay, awesome. All right, there we go. All right, what's next? Let me find the next one. I think what's next is the lawn people outside, apparently. Okay, the next game is a tower defense game. Hold on, I haven't started yet. Called Bad North Jotun Edition. Bad North Jotun Edition on Steam. Here's the game. Bad North is a charming but brutal real-time tactics roguelite. Defend your idyllic island kingdom against a horde of Viking invaders as you lead the desperate exodus of your people. Command your loyal subjects to take full tactical advantage of the unique shape of each island. Very positive reviews. Developer, plausible concept. Oscar Stahlberg. Publisher, Raw Fury. Bad North. How do you configure your game to go so fast? It's not a configuration, it's potions. I have a legendary potion of speed, and then I'm also adding a medium potion on there that gets me to 11 times the normal game speed as a cap. I've also got some speed champions in here that are making it go faster. But yeah, it's not like a setting or something. It's just stuff that you get. You can unlock the champions along the way. You can get potions from Spending your gems on chests. And the gems from up here. Yeah. You'll get there. I mean, you should have some, you probably have some potions. If you click over here, you probably have some of these from opening chests. Just got to learn when to use them and what amount and that kind of stuff. So, we're going to 400. 5 hours left on the legendary. Should do for, yeah. Well, I mean, we just make another one. What are we up to? Oh no, we've run down because I'm saving up for a gem, like a feat. We haven't been opening chests, unfortunately. It's 16 hours left on this, by the way, not 5. I was like 5, and we have 16 hours left on the legendary. It's our new one. There's a lot of adventures at this first one. Welcome to the Rock. Is Sean Connery here? At some point, I think after Commodore Crux, if we unlock Commodore Crux, that's the first thing. If we unlock him, after our attempt of Commodore Crux, I think we need to do some forge runs. We need to demonstrate a forge run. I don't think we've never done that. I don't think on these playthroughs, because usually we're months into it, and I'm like, oh, it's time to start. It's time to stop. But we're not even 30 days into this. So, yeah. Because just putting legendaries out isn't enough. You need to level them up, and there's a specific way of doing that. It's the most efficient way of doing that, and we call it forge runs. Forge runs. Oh, hey, we're back to getting corrupted gems as rewards. Oh, speaking of which, what are we at? 16,000 out of 29,000. Ooh, buddy. That's right. In a bit, we're going to be playing some Demio Dungeons and Dragons Battle Marked. And while we're doing that, we're going to be parking this in a gem farm. So basically, we're going to get regular gems, but we're also going to get corrupted gems. We've only got 16,000 out of 29,000. We want those other 13,000. Almost 2 more froggies. Froggies. All right. Ban only affects the black screen wipe transition speed, correct? Well, so it's the moment you complete this quest up here until the moment the party loads in, like runs into their spots on the next area. That from in between that is all sped up. So it isn't just the black wipe. It's the full transition. It does affect the speed of animation of characters running between areas. Yeah, because it's from the moment that quest ends until they get into position in the next place. Yeah, last day of the winter beast emergence, so you need to run a bit of a gem farm in a free play to make sure you max out. I am sad that I missed these two, but oh well. Oh well. All right. We got Bad North, Jotun Edition, locking it down, drawing an entrant. R Shooky, exclamation point claim for your copy of Bad North, Jotun Edition. All right, give me 1 second. I will whisper that over. There you go. Just let me know that you got it. Often are emergence events every 3 months-ish. Ish. What does he say? No, that's not where I want to end. Learn more fact. April 23rd, 2026. So January, February, March, April. 4 months is going to be the next one. I don't know why it's 4 months, but usually they're about 3 months. But it says the next emergence event will begin on Wednesday, April 23rd. Yeah. Oh, see any games. I would say never change, but no, please change. Please change. So April 23rd is your birthday eve? It's in the fact that they put in the fact when the next one is, and then usually when this is over, once this is over, it will then give you a timer to the next one. Arshuki, did you successfully get it? Just let me know and then I'll mark it off. I mean, I gave it to you. That's all I can do. I guess I can just mark it off anyway. Right. What are we up to? 50,000 gems. That's it. That's what we needed. Why did I go over there? We need to just go over here. That's what I wanted. Boom. Shakalaka. Now, we get that in. We save. And now she's always going to have at least one gem card. So it's going to raise our overall average. Because basically, instead of a chance to draw across 5 cards, you're guaranteed a card, and then you have the chance to draw across 4. The remaining 4. We like that. We like that a lot. Where are we going? 450. Wow, this one went up fast. That's a little scary. That went up fast. The area goals are going up. We have a decent team, but we haven't grown our like deep pushing power yet. We have solid power, but we are not like we couldn't complete tier 3 in an event yet. We just haven't gained that kind of power. How's our cores doing? Oh, they're both almost ready to level up. Nice. Is Crux 750? All right, Arshuki. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta go look at Crux's guide. I looked at the guide in a while. Crux is one of those where there isn't really a guide for it. There's just advice. It's different. I didn't even write down the area goals. Dang it, Garwar. All right. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll just be trying. Yeah, my advice is go fast. Go as fast as you can, please. We go pretty fast. Looking at Sentry and Echo, can I boost that with feats? She has a default feat. This one, Sprint. That's it. That's it. You get it by default. All the rest are just, you know, other things. She's pretty straightforward. She just wants to get her slot 3 boosted. Doesn't worry about the feats. Animated GIF is 750. Okay. But was animated GIF? There's 2 of them. If I remember correctly. Trekjen, welcome to the Grudge Keepers. What's the first one called? Because you have to do one that's like the warm up to it. Hate that they did these. Hey, do the same thing but just a little lower. Truck speed run, yeah. The precursor 700. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like the way they've been doing that lately. I just want to do this once, not twice. Thanks. Especially considering then there's patron versions if you cared about that. Like, stop making us do the same thing over and over. The question about Humon's speed, if I get his effect to 200%, I'm getting 3x progress or 4x. So I want to be very clear. We're talking about getting this. Enemies have like a 200% chance to drop double quest items. So 100% would drop 2 quest items. 200% would drop 3 quest items. Or count for 3 in credit. Yeah. We're only 81% chance at the moment. Because we just don't have a big buff over here yet. Still working on that. I have a feat in, and then I have this speed feat as well. But we need to get rid of these and get into this carefully balanced one would be nice, and then we want misdirection. So Humon wants 2 50k gem feats, but for now we're not buying any more 50k gem feats for a little bit. Eliwix showed me that we just want to keep buying chests for a while for now. Yeah, I mean, all of these speed, like a lot of the speed effects, they're either going to have, there's either nothing you can do to affect it, like with Minsk, really. There's a spec choice you could boost it with. Some chambers will have a spec choice you can boost it with, like with Deacon. Some will have a feat you can boost it with, like Sentry, like or multiple feats. And then some will have an item that you can boost it with. So, you know, whatever combination of those are available. You know, you just got to scroll through there. You got to look and see what the ability is, see if there's an item for it. See if that item says it boosts the speed port. You know, like sometimes if there's a double, like Nahara has an item, but it doesn't boost her speed effect. It boosts the damage portion of the ability instead. You just got to, you know, you just got to read through. And then see if there's feats that boost it too. Yeah. I try to call that stuff out in the guides. So what are we at? 500. Jeez. The formula for percents into multipliers. Wow, I don't even do that. I mean, I guess I do that, but I do it easier. So let's say, like, so if you have 100%, what you do is you remove 2 zeros. Like, so if you have a percentage and you're trying to turn it into a multiplier. So percentage into a, like, percentage multiplier into just a straight multiplier. you take off 2 zeros from whatever the number is. So if it's 100%, well, now it's 1. And then you add 1. You add just the whole number 1. And so 100% becomes 2x, right? So if you have 2700%, then you take off the 2 zeros, it's 27, and it becomes 28x because you add 1, right? I just do that. I don't get into the dividing and then, I mean, that's ultimately what you're doing is dividing. When you're taking the 2 zeros off, you're dividing by 100. I just take the 2 zeros off. Or move the decimal point 2 places to the left. However you want to look at it. Try to keep it simple. I think the confusing part was chance to get double quest items. They might be thinking 2 times 2 equals 4. Well, so the chance to drop double quest items. So if you have 0 chance to drop double quest items, you're getting one, like your 1 item is dropping, right? If you have 100% chance to drop double quest items, 2 items are dropping. If you have a 200% chance, like the way this game works is then a 200% chance adds another whole item, right? And every 100% just adds another item, and you can keep going up quite a bit. 7, I think you can guarantee a 7 with a chance for 8, like depending on the formation. Yeah. I agree that there's clearer ways to state it. I'm just explaining what's currently in the game so that people can hopefully understand it better. There's lots of things in this game that could be explained more clearly. I just try to help people understand what it's saying as it sits, because I can't change the game. Bought the wrong 50k fee for Human Yasa instead of Zrang? What? Oh, you bought Yasa's team. Oh no. Yeah, no, that's Yasa's is increases damage of champions within 2 columns of Human. Yeah, it's a different. That's the support, that's the generic support buff if they're in the back column or columns. You don't, so Human's speed feat isn't about, doesn't list teamwork. It's literally carefully balanced. It's the carefully balanced feats. Carefully balanced is what boosts Rang's teamwork ability. So that's the one that you want. I mean, you could submit a ticket. I don't know when they're going to get back to you, but you could try. Could say, I thought this one was buffing the speed ability. Can I get that refunded back? Because I want the other one. All they can do is say no. Hey. Gimme. Back on my gold chest stick. Well, you might, but that doesn't mean you still couldn't get it back and get the one you wanted. Give me that epic. No. We did get our blues on Blueshy though. Blueshy. All right. Progress. Event gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're down to only 9. See 9 blues across our event champions. 4 for greens. Oh man. We haven't made any progress here because we haven't been opening gold chests. We're trying to get full epic. We're trying to get everybody to disappear from this. Just like we're trying to get everybody to disappear from this. Getting closer. Yeah, no, yeah. Collectible card games are usually very good about being very specific with their wording. That's not something that this game has ever been good with. Yeah, it could be. They just have never prioritized that in the development process. And even some precise reading doesn't whittle speed effect. I mean, enemy spawn speed. You have to understand what what enemy spawn speed is, I guess, and then it makes more sense. But yeah, it doesn't explain what. There isn't anything in the game that explains like what enemy spawn speed is. But we have had it explained to us, so we know. Some of us know, and the rest of you can suck eggs. Wait, no. Blame that on Shevik. He put that in my head. Blackwood asks, what champion would be the most likely to say all sales are final? Although I'm guessing Gosrick, but I'll be honest, I don't have Gosrick here. I'm guessing Gosrick, but I mean Volo would definitely be on that list. I could be wrong. I didn't get to watch as much of the Rivals of Waterdeep as I want, so I'm not actually sure if Gosrick would say that. But Gosrick actually has a cart that he rolls around and to sell things from in game. Omen is, well, Omen doesn't sell anything. There's the thing. I guess he has. The Omen would definitely say all sales are final. Yeah. So I think there's multiple people. All right, we're going to do another giveaway. The description on this one, I chuckled over because it says, the person typed in, Gar approved puzzle mystery. And that's actually not entirely accurate. We played it. I enjoyed it. There was a part in it that made me super frustrated. This is for Call of the Sea, folks. Call of the Sea. This is a puzzle, Cthulhu-esque puzzle mystery. Sonata, thank you. Yeah. Or Spider, if you roll 4 gems on any gem cards on Elevix, it's worth trying for 5. I would just, I don't even re-roll. Unless I happen to look up and there's no gem cards, and then I'll throw down. Which now I would probably say if there's not 2, I might consider re-rolling. But most of the time I don't ever re-roll. Kind of, nah, no thanks. Call of the Sea, folks. Oh, I forgot to do the hold on. Yeah, we played this on stream. Here's the link. Join Nora, a woman plagued by a mysterious illness, in her search for her missing husband in this adventure puzzle game set on a lush island paradise. Immerse yourself in stunning visuals and unlock forbidden secrets in a moving tale of mystery and love. Yeah, no, it did really have good graphics. Developer Out of the Blue Games, publisher Raw Fury. Looks like that was a Raw Fury Humble Bundle. It does look that way. Yeah. It does look that way. Yeah, we played it. There was just one puzzle that I was like, I want to, like, I was having so much trouble with it. I was like, if I can't figure this out, real quick here, I'm done. It just didn't click for me. And there wasn't any, like, there wasn't any real help in game. Someone to the Witness? I don't know. I have the Witness. Mars sent me the Witness. And I haven't yet to play it. Never got around to playing that one. But the graphics were great. The puzzles were interesting. Most of them were fine. Yeah. As I know, yeah, I would, yeah. Some of the puzzles were, yeah. Thought the Happy New Year email from Codename was a code? No. It's a promo for Without a Hitch. Trying to get people to wish listed on Steam. No, it's no. Call of the Sea is much more enjoyable than Windfall Zone. Be very clear. Yeah, I guess it was just one of those things where the clues for one of the puzzles, the clue for the puzzle that frustrated me, it just what they weren't presented super well, and then the puzzle itself wasn't presented super well. Like there wasn't anything that could let you know that you're on the right track that I noticed, and so it just felt rough. Like they're gonna say they sent you a free GIF instead of a free gift, because there's a GIF in the email, the GIF of the vehicles and without a hitch, celebrating the new year. All right, let's lock this down. Hey, G-Patch Gaming, exclamation point claim in chat. And I will whisper you. There you go. All right, we got 3 guaranteed games left. I say guaranteed because I know these codes should work. And then we have the, well, you'll find out when you get it. We tried if it doesn't work code. Then I could always add in, I might have some codes for champions. I have to look. How many of these are there? Jeez, rock and roll. But I have some like old newsletter codes that for champions from the holidays, probably. I think I've got at least 1 or 2 more of the Eliwicks. If there's somebody here who didn't actually sign up for the newsletter before the holidays to get the Silver Bells Eliwick, I've got a couple. Just because starting all these new accounts, I forget to email. I forget to email support and say, hey, can you remove this account from the newsletter? And then I just end up with bunches of newsletters. There was a newsletter? Yes. Can't buy a hippo? I mean, in real life, you probably can, but I think that's illegal. Yeah, Mishkal, were you not around for did you not have it signed up? Well, did you sign up for the newsletter before you took a break? Basically is the question. You did say there was a newsletter, but I'm like, yeah, over here, newsletter. Oh, okay. All right, then yeah. If I will give away some Eliwick codes later, and you can enter into that giveaway. Who knows? You might be the only person entering because you can only use those codes once. So, but yeah, you should go in and sign up for the newsletter. It's under the menu up here at the top left. Sign up for the newsletter with a valid email address because they do send out free stuff weekly. Yeah, D&D gift guide should still be active for Hank. There is a giveaway on Epic that should still be active. You have to go into the Epic Game Store itself, go into free games, scroll down, and there should be Idle Champions, and it's the Cozy Dark Urge pack. You have to claim it outside of the game, and then it will appear in the game. So there's some free stuff out for the holidays. Okay, so Fbexel said, at Netflix, you pay for the privilege to watch the ads now. This is not a new thing. I grew up paying for cable TV, where I was paying for the privilege to watch ads. This is not new. They're just, everything is just turning back into cable TV. It was getting better. It was moving away from that. And now it's all coming back to that. Why? Because of the stock market. And that's as far as we're going to go into that discussion. But yes, this is just everything coming back around to what it was before. Just got Xerophon. Nice. Five times the price on 15. Well, if it takes you 15 subscriptions, then that's a lot. But I mean, my cable bill is freaking high. If I could just get my mom to watch stuff on streaming platforms, I would save so much money every month. We've had this conversation. She just doesn't like to use. She's just, I don't know how to use that. Wants to record her shows on the DVR. She had to learn how to use the DVR. It's frustrating. Oh, I never put speed potions in. Oops. I was like, why is this going so slow? But yeah, if you were talking about Commodore Crux, no, you have to earn. The only evergreen you can get that you can like buy is for gems, and that's nerds. Everything else you have to earn. Well, you can get Hitch by signing up for the newsletter, but like the other evergreens, you earn by doing unlocks. What is this one called? There we go. All right. New giveaway. Who dis? This is for a game called Fights in Tight Spaces Complete Edition. Deck building with a twist is the descriptor I have. The description at the Steam page is a stylish blend of deck building, turn-based tactics, and thrilling animated fight sequences in classic action movie settings. Learn to balance your hand, momentum, and positioning to overcome the odds to defeat your adversaries. Build your deck, control the space, and live to fight another day. Very positive reviews. Developer Ground Shatter, publisher Reforged Studios. So that is open. She would learn quick if she didn't have cable. I don't know that she would. I will be in here streaming all day. I will come out, the TV will be off. She'll be sitting in like the kitchen in an uncomfortable chair, and she'll be like, "Can you fix the living room TV?" And it's like, I've tried to teach her, so like she just moves to a different room to watch TV, even though it's uncomfortable. I don't get it. I don't get it. Hey, more chest. Yes, please. Yes, please. There's our epic for Delana, of all people. Of course. There's an epic for Blueshy. Spirit carries on. All right. All right. There's an epic for Celeste. Jeez. Just keep on going. It's fine. Keep doing that. Dang. Just keep giving me epics. It's cool. Celeste needs one more. Felonies a bunch. Switching my grandparents from Dish to Hulu Live was interesting. I know you're paying. Yeah, a long time ago I tried to get my mom into like Hulu. I'm like, it's all TV, but then you can just watch it when you want instead of having to like figure out when it's on. Like, you know. Take a break from work. Nice. I hope that's a good thing. It is New Year's Eve. Take a break from work. All right, last call for Fights in Tight Spaces. Fights in Tight Spaces, complete edition. Yeah, Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf says my mom's 55 and fully in the can't teach an old dog new tricks camp. I mean, my mom's 76. So, yeah, I don't. I tried for a very long time, just constantly encouraging, just didn't care. Part of it is ADHD. I'm pretty positive she has she's undiagnosed ADHD. Just too many of the signs. Too many of the signs that I recognize now, like my whole life seeing. Yeah, I mean, it's just a choice you kind of have to make, right? Whether you want to keep learning or whether you're just like, whatever, I'm just good where I'm at. I mean, she learned how to use a smartphone real quick on her own, and then the hard part has been teaching her how to not get scammed. So it's more of a, what do I get out of this? Like, there's got to be something to get out of it, or else not interested. All right. Closing the giveaway. Draw an entrant. Hey, this is interesting. Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf. Exclamation point claim in chat for Fights in Tight Spaces. Silent Wolf always goes silent right after. Always. There we go. All right. There you go. Let me know that you got it. And we go. Hold on. How's that? Okay, we will try to give that one out too. Okay. To knock on 60 doors and make 2 sales before I call it a day. Oof. A lot. Already 42. Okay, well, I mean, that's not bad. I don't think I could do those jobs, but that's me. I did sales for a while. It's not my thing. Okay, interesting. And we'll try that one as well. Get your steps in, I bet. I bet. Yeah. I'm the person that has the sign out front that says no solicitors. So when people ignore that, I get real pissy. I get real pissy. I light it up on Halloween? No. We usually don't even, we don't usually do stuff. There aren't a lot of kids in our neighborhood. And in the past, when we did like buy a bunch of candy and be ready for stuff, like we might get like 4 or 5 groups of people that would stop by the entire night. And it just wasn't, the neighborhood just isn't conducive to that. So I don't scare them off. I think when I first moved back here, I would put on costumes, answer the door in costume. There just weren't enough. Make it worth it. All right, next game. We're gonna do a giveaway for. Sure. Right one. Yes. It's a game called Hadean Tactics. It's a deck builder. Here is the link. It says, Hadean Tactics is a roguelike deck building game fused with auto battler elements to create a unique strategy experience. Use your cards to influence the actions of your units and help your hero defeat the 6 wings of hell. Very positive reviews, developed and published by Emberfish Games. Oh, it looks kind of interesting. I just don't play a lot of games like this. Wow, this is just so many things. Fly to the Kandori pod. Basically, Star Trek what? No. Speaking of, Lurking Rider will know. Which Star Trek is the one with the Kandoris? Was it 4? It's 4? It's 4? Okay. That's right. I wanted to say 4, but I wasn't. My least XX5 says, my least favorite interaction is when I know someone is interested but says I have to talk to my partner. I mean, look, I used to do, look, again, I used to work in sales. I worked in insurance, doing phone sales, and yeah, we got that one all the time. Are there things that they teach you to say for that situation? Absolutely. Did I ever want to say those things? No, I just wanted to be like, no, I get it. And let them do, but yeah. This is why I don't do sales anymore, because I was never a pusher. I was never like the pushy person, and it pissed my trainers off. My supervisors, but I sold. I would sell so much. I would not close people and sell, and they were just like this, like they'd be listening in on a call and they'd be like, okay. And I'd just sit there and not say anything, and then the person would buy it and they'd be like, why? They just couldn't get it. They didn't understand how I sold without closing. But look, I think the best strategy is to treat it as helping someone buy something, and that's different from selling them something. So I couldn't, just when they switched to really wanting you to do really pressure stuff, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Hard sell, you give them your card and say you'll come back. That's awesome. We weren't allowed to do that. Because I worked in a phone center. Like if I'd had my own agency or something, like, then yeah, absolutely, yeah. I think I could have been good as an agency insurance person, but unfortunately I wasn't. I was closing just a different way. Well, yeah, but they want you to, they literally would grade us on it. All right, we're closing the entrance. Speaking of grading people on things, the lurking rider just shows up and wins. Look at this. Look at this. This guy. Who does he think he is? Just got here. Exclamation point claim in chat. I don't know what you just tried to type in. This is comedian. There you go. That's okay. We got a couple more coming in. I got one more guaranteed. I have one that's a maybe. And then we have two that we're going to try. They were just sent to me via Whispers. Oh, 3 now. Okay. There are some restrictions on a couple of these. Okay, you got that one. Cool. All right. I have a couple that are Europe only. Europe only. Thank you, Bizarro. All right, last one from at least I think this was the Bayushi Akira list, or some blend of Bayushi Akira and Delcom. Dogfight 1942. The description is a dogfight in 1942, I guess. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Let me read it on Steam. Piloting a wide range of aircraft, players engage in aerial dogfights and dangerous fighter missions across the major theaters of war during World War II. Very positive reviews, developed by City Interactive, publisher CI Games. Yeah, only needs a gig of RAM. And now we got the lawn people are at the neighbors. Oh no, let's not. No, we're not doing Michael Vick games. This is Dogfight 1942. The giveaway is open. Dogfight 1942 on Steam. This is the last one that, well, I've got a couple more that could be anyone. Yeah, I mean, there were like the arcade games that were like, you flew along, but it was a straight line and they could loop and do stuff. And this looks a little different. Reviews say Windows 11 not supported. Wow. That's interesting. I don't know what's going on there. That's odd, actually. Would they not? Hold on, I gotta go look. Why would that be weird? Why would that be? Oh, it's because it's from 2012. This game has been out a while. Why? That's why. All right. So you cannot have Windows 11 for this game. Good to know. Blue Torque asks, is there a benefit to keep leveling up after the soft cap? So for your primary DPS, you can add a tiny smidge more damage. It's not going to be a ton unless you have tons and tons of favor. But even then, you know, it's not going to be like getting an actual upgrade. But if you are on the last area of a variant, fighting the boss, and you just need a little more damage, it's worth unlocking and trying, right? Otherwise, not generally speaking. There are some champions, not going to even try to list them off, that have abilities that will reward you for over leveling, but you just need to read your champions. Yeah, so this dogfight game is not for Windows 11. It's very arcadey. Tana's Encrusted Man takes E45, Corlon's favorite. I don't know. No. What? It will take an order of magnitude if you're leveling up the legendary effect, but it's not going to take E45 of a favor. Hold on, let's go here. So if it looks like this and you're like upgrade, it says, you know, it's going to take some scales. It's minus 49, and then it's minus E01. Shouldn't say minus E45. Oh, you mean the minimum requirement for upgrades? Oh, if it says E45, then you're at what? So one is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. That means you're at like level 9. You're either trying to go to level 9 or trying to go to level 10. Yeah, that's different. Yeah. So you're not spending it. It's just it's a minimum. You have to have a certain favor in there to raise the level up a certain thing. Yeah. So you just need to do a deep favor run. I forgot to put speed potions on again. It's the lawn stuff. I don't know if you all can hear it, but it's killing. Does she need to go over the cap once to get the final feat? Sure, but that wasn't. Yeah, but you only have to do that once. Okay. We didn't have a lot of entrants, and if you decide that this isn't something for you, because it doesn't work on Windows 11, you just let me know. Nimroa. Exclamation point claim for Dogfight 1942, which cannot be played on Windows 11 devices, apparently. Oh, you're on Windows 10, so ideally, I mean, it sounds like that should work. Just exclamation point claim in chat. The bot doesn't get mad at me. There you go. All right, so now we're getting into the games, the giveaways that are going to have some caveats and disclaimers. However you want to refer to it as a caveat or a disclaimer, I don't care. There's just things you need to know before you enter, because don't get mad at me. It's New Year's Eve. I ain't going to put up with it. Yeah, I get it, Big Papa. A disclaimer. Yeah. One of those disclaimers. I grew up with them 3.5 inch and 5 1/4 inch floppy disks. I'm a disclaimer. All right, disclaimer. Big flashing disclaimer. For this one. This is 2 codes. For one, it's a game and a DLC for the game. They've had the person who donated these has had them for a while. They're not sure if they still work or not. They're just trying to be nice. Try to get people a free game. So if this doesn't work, well, we tried, right? We tried. This is for Baldur's Gate 1 Enhanced Edition and the Siege of Dragonspear DLC to go along with it. This is all going to one person. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, we tried. So giveaway is open. This is Steam. These are Steam codes still. These are Steam codes still. And now the yard people are in my lawn. How dare you give me a free game that may or may not work? Try that. Does anyone know how much bud damage is needed to clear zone 1200 Vecna? Oh, no, I do not. I don't. Someone in chat might, but I don't. Nasi Coffee says E439 before any reductions. A hefty amount. I don't understand what they're mowing. Their lawn hasn't grown. It's winter. I don't get it. I stay out of it. I'm like, it's your yard. If you want to pay people to take care of it, I wouldn't. Can you hear it now? Hey, only me. Now they're near my window. Originally it was a mower and now it's a leaf blower. That's not even near my window. So loud. Thank you, Nifty Games.
Forever, forever, forever.
Okay, they paused for a second. Yeah, no, we haven't had snow here. It's got real cold. Real cold. It went from 80, we were in the 70s and 80s Fahrenheit, and it dropped to 18 Fahrenheit overnight. Because the cold front that's coming through the US blew through. It's getting, it's a little better back again now, but still. Okay, they moved away from me a bit. You see the irritation on my face? Yeah. It's just the most annoying sound. It's bad. It was a big drop, yeah. Oh, it's one of those things. It's like the weather finally kind of got nice, so then the lawn people just come and do everyone's yards, right? All right, it's time to do the drawing. Let me do it all. Let me lock it down. Drawing a winner. Winner is the Mad Mallard. Mad Mallard, exclamation point claim, and then we will find out if this works. I'm really interested. I'm interested to find out. I hope it does. I hope it does. Yeah, I mean, they need to get paid, so they're going to come around. And I mean, they usually ask. They're like, "Well, do you want us to do it?" And I was like, "No." So apparently either my mother said yes or just wasn't around. I didn't actually. She must have been out front, because usually they ring the doorbell, and I know it's them because they always ring they go ding, ding, ding like 3 times. It just makes me so mad. Just hit the button once. Okay. Okay, Mad Mallard, that is sent. Let me know if it works. I am very interested to know if it worked out. I hope it does. I want it to work. So does the person that gifted it. What's really bad about this is the software for this mic used to pull these sounds out. It used to just cut it out, and then it's just gone to crap. The software got worse. But I go in and I check the settings. I mean, I went through and I tweaked it and tested, and it wasn't picking up. Like back when the tree fell on the house, like a couple years ago, we set up the software so that I could keep streaming while there were people doing construction in the house and on the roof, and no one heard it. No one heard them. Now, it just doesn't work anymore. It's frustrating. All right, this is Topola's Tower 650. All right. Yeah. On he says, 2 questions about the gold find part of the Manhattan. Why the heck is Dahani doing so much damage? Why is Dahani in there? Which specialization do I get for Penelope? I don't think it matters for Penelope. She just gets her gold find. I would go like I don't know. I think because that's about damage and stuff. I think maybe the left-hand second specialization. But Dahani Dahani isn't the gold find you're looking for. Yeah, Dahani's a DPS. That's part of the problem. Big Pump of Valk, that's what I do, and it used to work great, and now it doesn't. So they've made it worse. Look, Donnie has a way to create gold, but she's a DPS. She wants to just go kill things. But again, your gold fight party shouldn't be. I don't really know what you're doing, so I don't know what kind of gold find party you're trying to build. Dahani would not be in any of mine. Didn't work. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, I'm just troubleshooting real quick. I'm just making sure. I gotta ask the question. The tech support in me. Yeah, Cathris is the best gold find in C1. I know you look for the gold find tag in each slot, but that isn't. Yeah, we're going to be talking about gold find parties on Saturday. It's not that straightforward. Same as with speed. Same as with speed. Xander's your only speed champ unowned. You can leave him that way. Yeah. Sonata says, I recently switched over to Mahen Gold Find and blown away by how much more gold is compared to Zakra Dirty. I don't understand what you're doing with Mahen then. What is Mahen Gold Find? I thought Mahen just adds, to me, Mahen just adds gold to other things. I didn't think he never came across to me as a specific gold find setup. I have Mahen in my dirty gold farm. I mean, Lurking Rider, Cathris definitely has the best gold find. I mean, Nixie is another option, but I don't know if that's very good either. Oh, you're just using, okay, so you're just added Mahen to your Makos thing. Yeah, that's fine. Mahen is just a gold find that you add to a form of gold farming. Yeah, the pre-stack doesn't really mean anything to people who are just building their first gold farming. It's more for later on when you jack the item levels up a ton. Why? You were just out here with that thing. Why are you back? Any recommendations and guides for new players? Yeah. Although I gotta tell you, I mean, right now, that isn't even going to be updated for the current kind of early game, but it's going to be the best. I mean, it's going to be a good option for you. There are a few, but that one's mine. Doing this new account is giving me the information to redo that one. I just need to sit down and process. Okay, we're gonna do another. We're gonna draw another name because Mad Mallard couldn't get this to work, but they think they had the base game, but not that. Anyway, we're gonna try one more. We'll see if someone else. That winter ad break. When we come back from the ad break, we will draw again. We'll let someone else try with the code. Thank you for testing it, though, Mad Mallard. We'll see if we can get somebody. See if we can get it to work for someone else, but we will try one more time to give the game away, and then we will move on, and then we'll say, well, you know, it's probably hard to keep updating your hundreds of guides. There's 197 currently, and yeah, it feels sometimes like a mountain of work. It's not. It's just you just got to sit down and. Oh, don't apologize, man, Melon. You just got to sit down and work through it. Which means if I continue streaming through the new year, I got to find work. So, but if I continue streaming through the year, some of the streams may just be, hey, it's Garwar Works on Guides Day. We're chilling. We all get ads at the same time. Well, I mean, the thing says it's supposed to give ads at the same time, but it doesn't always. I just try not to do stuff when it tells me there is an ad going. All right, I think we were back from what Twitch says was our ad break. I'm gonna draw another name for Baldur's Gate 1 and the Siege of Dragonspear DLC. So somebody can try. We'll see if we're gonna try it one more time. Rachel, thank you. All right. Draw a name. Nope, that was not. Nope, that's announced that the giveaway is now closed. Of course it's closed. I draw the name. The other button. A Traylin. Exclamation point claim, and I will whisper you, and you can see if this works. Our last attempt to try to see if this code works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. We'll move on to another giveaway. It's all good. Yeah, exclamation point claim. Like, what do you mean? Things that make you go, All right, try that out. Try that out and see what it says. And let me know. I mean, I can't fix it if it doesn't work, but let's see if it does. $650 on this one. And we got no damage. Okay. All right. Take you out to the ball game. Yeah, no, that's it. Although a baseball Bobby scan would work. Right? Baseball Bobby? Ball cap and a big baseball bat. Looks like it worked. One of them? Okay. Well, hopefully the one that worked wasn't the DLC. Hopefully it was the actual game. Okay. Well, hey, as long as something worked. Something worked. All right. So let me mark that off. Thank you to Dance Lover for trying to give a game away. Now we got 3 from F Baxel. One of these should work everywhere. 2 are Europe only. 2 are Europe only. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. On Steam. Should be on Steam, but this is not a Steam code. This goes, both worked awesome. This is going through Humble Bundle as a gift. Is what it looks like. So like a gift key through Humble Bundle. It should work the same way. This should work everywhere. This one is for Return to Monkey Island. Return to Monkey Island, a game we played on stream. It's a point-and-click adventure. Return to Monkey Island is an unexpected, thrilling return of series creator Ron Gilbert that continues the story of the legendary adventure games. That's all they gave it. Wow. Very positive reviews, developed by Terrible Toy Box, published by Devolver Digital. It's really good. If you liked the Monkey Island games, It was good. There's a really bad Monkey Island game. We started to play it on stream. I was like, oh, this is really bad. And then we stopped. This was not it. This one was good. This one was good. This was not the bad one. Not the mama. It's a whole different thing. We need way more damage. Wow. Wow. This could be a problem. It's still Steam in the end? Okay, so it's still going to be Steam. It's just given through Humble Bundle. Okay, I need more power. More power. So we're going to bring in Yorvin. We're going to get rid of Human. Well, Human could stay. Yeah, because we can't get Human into the place where Human would be giving us extra credit and stuff. Yeah, no, this was good. This game was good. All right, let's see what that does. Much better. This guy's just a big mama. This girl is just annoying. All right. So yeah, Return to Monkey Island is the giveaway. Hashtag giveaway. Oh, it's a tree. Leave me alone. Got it. Got it. Got it, coach. We got there. All right. So here it is. Here's the test one called Brux's Speed Run. The area 700. We're down a champion. Every 4 minutes of real time, random champion is removed from the formation and is unavailable for the rest of the adventure. Once you've put a champion in, you can't remove them. And this is the easy version of the thing that's gonna unlock Commodore Crux. We're not doing that right now. Womp womp. We're going over here. And we're gonna set up a Mad Wizard free play for gems. We're gonna do baby's first gem farm. Let's get this out here. We're gonna do, yeah, no, it's fine. You can stay in. You can stay in. You don't add Briv. He's pointless here. You can stay in. We're gonna do obviously Allywick, and then we're gonna put Bobby up front. That's where Bobby goes, right? So we're gonna mix a little gem farming with a little scavenging here. Thank you, Bayushi Kira. We're going to mix some gem farming with some scavenging. We're going to save this. We can't really automate it. I don't have the familiars to load everybody in. We're going to let it run. We're going to farm some regular gems, some corrupted gems, while we do these last couple giveaways. And then play some Battle Mark for the first time. Make like a tree and leaf, exactly. Or make like a tree and get out of here, depending on. Yes, we are doing this on the Legendary Speed Potion. Because we're not going to leave it running forever, but we were going to, you know, we were going to play on stream anyway. So if we wanted to set up an automated version, we just wouldn't have this many people. But this is the gem farm, question mark. And we will load this. here. And we will just let it run. I'm going to toss that hand. That was only one gem card for Elderly. Can you break? And it'll go however long it's going to go, and I don't... If it stops, honestly, it stops. Because what we want is we want some gems, but then what we really want is we want to cap out our Winter Beast Emergence. We're at 17,000 from drops, and the cap is 30,000. So we need to pick up 13,000 corrupted gems. And that will do this on Mad Wizard. We're currently at 8,000 regular gems. Good to know. Yeah, we're just going to run this in the background. I'll put it in the picture-in-picture window in a minute after we finish these giveaways. Yeah, I mean, we're not doing a real gem farm, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, let's do the giveaway. Locking it down. Draw entrant. Zgooby Dan! Exclamation point claim for this humble bundle. Oh, geez. Hold on. What? I thought I did? Lurking Rider? Hold on. To go with the gems, pigments are only... I mean, I'm just trying to get as many of the gems as I can. You just try to cap out your gems. On the last couple days, you do some gem farm to cap out the corrupted gems. Yeah. Okay. Exclamation point claim. Let me get the whisper out. Okay, again, this is going to be a link that you're going to go to. So, go there and enter in the information, and it should get you a free game. Oh, I did not, but it does look like it's going to finish. Lurking Rider. Looks like it's almost run off, but I did need to log in and get my daily. Okay. Let me know how that works out. And let me bring up the rest of this. Can do without any problems. Awesome. That's what we like to hear. All right. Next giveaway then. This one is Europe only. These last two are Europe only. Apparently the guy with the leaf blower objects to this being Europe only. Sorry, T5 Cats. I wasn't expecting it either. I didn't even... suddenly it was just... So, I don't know what to say. Please guard, don't hurt him. All right. So these are Europe only. The first one is WWE 2K25. Hold on, I gotta go look at this. Celebrate the bloodline in Showcase. What? Compete online in My GM. Expanded gameplay includes intergender wrestling,
chain wrestling, barricade diving, the return of promos, and much more. Didn't even know this was a thing. This Europe only is apparently the restriction. Again, is a Humble Bundle link, but it should give it to you in Steam. Wow. Man, this is wrestling video games have come a long way since the wrestling on the Nintendo that I used to play. Wrestling. Then wrestling on the Nintendo. That's because that's how we pronounced it when I was a kid. Wrestling. Because I was in rural Oklahoma. It was wrestling. So yeah, if you're in Europe and you want to play some wrestling, enter now, hashtag giveaway. If not, if no one enters, yeah, wrestling's the character that everybody wanted to come in from Dragonlance, right? Wrestling majors, yes. Wow. If no one enters, I'll just claim it myself. Yeah, I mean, look, it's your code. You donated. If no one wants to enter and get it, then, you know. Hey, look, not everybody's into wrestling. I get it. And I don't know, and not everybody's in Europe. That's also another thing. Although we usually have a decent number of people from Europe. Yeah, it needs like 12 gigs of RAM, Larking Rider. It definitely wouldn't work for you. Oh, not Hulk Hogan. No, let's not talk about him. He's... Oh, Lurking Rider's referring to the potato. Yeah. 12 gigabytes of RAM in this economy? Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, this is just slow. This is just slowly but steadily ticking up. It's going to tick up gems as we kill more things. Honestly, it's going to go up faster when we actually get to our wall. And then it's just going to stream in gems. The corrupted gems specifically. The 187 button trials, is it to get more gold the following day? No. You don't worry about the gold. You just try to get to, if you got to do a gold find run on the first day to get to 187, I guess you can, but you're just trying to get to 187 bud or 187 damage on the first day. Hold on, we can go over here. So I'm going to go, can I join? No, these are all brand new normals. I don't want normals. Create a campaign, heroic, create. Choose wisely. Let's go to the swamp. We're going to cut the music in the swamp. We're going to throw Makos in again. Where's Makos? And scroll past him. No. Oh, yes, there it is. Okay. To get more corrupted gems in Harrison? No, it's just that if I'm flying through areas real quickly, the winter beasts may not emerge, so I may not see my gems tick up. Whereas once I'm sitting on an area, they're gonna emerge, they're gonna spawn all the time. Yeah. All right, we have zero. I'm closing the giveaway. We're not doing the giveaway for. Okay, you can keep. I guess you could keep the wrestling one. Let's move on. This next one though, again, Europe only. I mean, this one seems cool. If I was in Europe, I would consider claiming this one. I am not. So let me open. We're reopening the giveaway. Destiny 2 Legacy Collection. Destiny 2 Legacy Collection on Steam through Humble Bundle. Europe only. Yeah. So it's got the Final Shape Standard Edition, Lightfall Standard Edition, the Witch Queen Standard Edition, Beyond Light Pack, Shadowkeep Pack, Forsaken Pack, 30th Anniversary Pack, Pit of Heresy Dungeon, Shattered Throne Dungeon, Grasp of Avarice Dungeon. Yeah. So if you're in Europe and that sounds like it's up your alley, Andrew. Yeah, I mean, it is, you know, in some places in Europe, it's potentially already midnight. This is a Europe one, yes. This is Europe only. See, we got more Destiny 2 fans than we have wrestling fans. I don't know why I keep leveling people up. That isn't the point of this, but that's okay. We're already up to 9,000 gems. After we give this one away, we're going to fire up a battle mark. No, from 8K to 9K. We started at 8K. So we've got 1,000 so far over like 350 something levels. All right, you got a 50. We had 2 entrants. It's a 50-50 shot. Here we go. Dragon Knight, 1979. Exclamation point claim in chat. And I will get you your link. All right, there you go. Oh, I guess I could have put Destiny 2 bundle. There you go. Internet, yeah, just, I guess follow the instructions there. It should hook you up. Yeah. All right. Those are the last giveaways of the year. Oh, I said I was going to give away I was going to give away an Alleyway code. I forgot. Let me pull that up. Where is it? Did I not? Come on. Did I not like mark this one? Did I mark these? I did not. Great. Good job. Past me. We're on the wrong account. That's why. There they are. There they are. All right. I think I gave away those. So let's do these. You're welcome, Nimro. Again, the community contributed those. I just was the person who had to give them away. I'm just the host. Codes came from Delcoon, Bayushikira, Dan Slover, and F. Bexel. All right. Dragon Knight, hopefully that worked. I'm gonna move on. Mark that as done. I'm going to close this. All right. So this giveaway is specifically just for the Simral Siren Eliwick was the name. So this was this. If you already got this, if you had the newsletter code and you got Eliwick via the newsletter code, this wouldn't do anything for you. This is for people who just either started after that came out or didn't sign up for the newsletter in time. That's all this is for. So if you did not get Emerald Siren Eliwick with the holiday bundle, with the holiday excuse me, not bundle. It's not a bundle. It's just the Eliwick and the skin if you don't have Eliwick. If you have Eliwick, it's just the skin. If you didn't get it from the newsletter, then enter this giveaway. There was at least one person earlier. Now I forget who it was that needed this. Yeah. I can go look after we. Hopefully that person's still around. So again, this is for Eliwick. If you don't have Eliwick, it was Mishkal. There we go. So you need to make sure Mishkal to make your hashtag giveaway. Hashtag giveaway. And I have a couple codes. So if we don't, yeah, we'll attempt to give away a couple. We'll see how many people enter. And then I will root through and see if I have any others. Anyway, from long ago. Okay, anybody else? Gonna snooze this ad. And I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know what? We're gonna make this easy. McNellian, exclamation point claim in chat. We're gonna give 2 of these away, and we had 2 entrances, so we'll give them both to both people. But just do the exclamation point claim, so the bot doesn't get mad at me. And then I'll just send out a whisper for the other one as well. These codes just go right into Idle Champions. They're gonna go up here into the cryptex like usual. Go straight there. Okay. And then Mishkal, I'm gonna send you one as well. If for some reason these don't work, let me know, but I only have a limited number. Mishkal, you have whispers blocked. So here's the thing. You got to go into your Twitch privacy settings, turn off block whispers from strangers. I don't need you to like activate whispers or anything. I just need you to turn off block whispers from strangers so that I can send this to you. Yeah, that's the problem by Yoshikira. I don't either. So once you've done that, Mishkal, then let me know. All right, I'm going to move this. I'm just going to move it up here. Off the screen. I'm going to move it over to picture-in-picture. Like that. I'm going to fire up. I need to turn the music off. Boom. Okay. Should be off. Okay, let me try again. Yes. That should be the code, so let me know. McNeilion, did it work for you? I hope it worked for you. Let me know.